All right. So I don't know if you've experienced this, right? How things seem to get easier down the road, further down the road, along the way, right? So I'm busy painting one of the rooms in my mom's house, right? And the paint that I've been using, man, it's struggling up against the color that I'm trying to cover, right? It's a very strong, bright color, right? And I'm whiting out the room, right? I'm painting it, taking it back to white, you know. And this paint is just struggling, man. I've been at it, I think it's like day 3 now, right? One of the walls is just refusing to go all white, right? And towards the end of this day, right, I'm busy going at it, and my mom comes out of nowhere and she says, "Listen, there's also this old paint bucket. It's got some old paint in it. Why don't you try this old paint and see if it'll do better than the paint that we just bought now that's new, right?" And lo and behold, to my shocker, this old paint adheres to the wall a lot easier than the fresh paint that we just bought. I'm talking about first couple of strokes and you really see the massive difference between the two. But it's finding me on day 3, right? I think by this morning I was really like, "Jeepers, man, I'm putting way too much effort into this, right? But I've got to finish. I've got to finish whether I like it or not. I can't leave this room half painted." And it just dawned on me that that's how life works, right? It's going to be hard, right? It's a mindset shift from, "Oh man, I don't think I can do this too well. This is going to be difficult, but I have to believe that I can actually do it. I can finish it." And I wouldn't have gotten offered the other paint unless I was still on the road of finishing the room with the difficult to paint with paint, right? Like this paint was basically just getting, you know, owned by this old paint that's on the wall, right? But in the middle of me fighting with this old paint, just going at it, coat after coat after coat, somebody came along the way and was like, "Listen, there could be a better solution." But you don't get to the "listen, this might help you" moment unless you stick it out. You've got to stick it out. They've got to find you along the way. They're not going to find you sitting, not doing anything. They're not going to find you when you've quit. They have to find you along the way. Completely blew my mind. I was like, hang on. This moment where it gets better down the road, along the way, wouldn't have happened if I hadn't stuck it out to day 3. So I just thought, let me just share that with you, that along the way, someone will come along and help, right? Chris Rock, in one of his specials, shared about how if you get stuck on the side of the road and you start asking people to help you push the car, most likely people are not going to stop and push the car. But if you start pushing the car down the road, you're more likely to get people stopping to say, "Hey, listen, let me help you keep going. I already see you on the way, and I'm coming along the way to help you." So I just want to share that with you, that get going, get started. It may be difficult, it may seem impossible, but somewhere along the way, help will come. And here's the crazy part. When that help comes, you're going to move at 5 times the speed than you were moving at when you started alone. But you have to get started so they find you along the way. You have to be on the path. The help is to be found down the road. You have to be on the road. You can't be off the road, sitting by the road. You have to get on the path, and then help will come.